This seat occupied by any chance?
No.
Great. Great. Student, I see.
What?
Student, I bet. Could always tell a student.
No.
Nah. You look like a student. You're young enough. Quite young enough. That's the life, isn't it? Being a student, not a care in the world. You sit in the park, daylight today, in the sunshine. Rare you see the sunshine, isn't it? Hey, hey.
Yes.
Rare. Mind you, I shouldn't be here. By rights, I should be at home. That's where I should be. Inside my front door. I've got plenty of things to be getting on with. The kitchen shelves, just to name but 3. The problem is, you sit there on a day like today, Sunday, nothing to do, and you start thinking to yourself, well, this is no good. This doesn't get anything done. And there you are, talking to yourself. And you know what they say about people who talk to themselves. Yes. So I thought, it's outside for you, else, well, they'll come and take you away. It's not as though I'm at a loss. I'm actually a very fulfilled person. I have, for example, one of the largest collections of cigarette cards of anyone, alive or dead, as I know of. And you don't get that by sitting on your behind all day. But I've met many people in my life. And I'll tell you a secret. I'm a collector of people. They are the most valuable thing you can hope to collect. I collect them. I look at them. I observe them. I hear them talk. I listen to their manner of speaking. I think, hello, here's another one. Different again. But I'll tell you a secret. People, they're like fingerprints. They're never quite the same. All different. And the best of them are, and I tell you this quite openly and frankly, the best of them are women. They are a superior people. They are a better people. They are cleaner people. They're just kind-hearted people. If I had a choice, I'd be a woman. Now, that makes you laugh, I expect, but it's the truth. conversation with somebody, it's with a woman every time. They're just one of nature's listeners. Problem is, I haven't met as many as I'd like to. My particular line of work doesn't bring me into contact with as many as I'd wish. And I just want to meet them all. It's a pity.
Excuse me.
What are you going?
Excuse me. May I sit here? Thanks. Sorry. Only that man over there won't stop talking. I couldn't concentrate. I wanted to read this in peace. Kept on going on and on about his collections or something. Normally I wouldn't mind. Only when you get a letter like this, you need all your concentration. You can't have people talking in your ear, especially when you're trying to decipher writing like this. He must have been stoned out of his mind when he wrote this. Well, it wouldn't be unusual. Look at it. He wants me to come back. Some hopes to him. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I won't do it again. Etc., etc., etc. I mean, there's no excuse for it. Violence, I mean. I mean. What? There's no excuse for it. But what am I supposed to do? Keep going back to that? Every time he loses his temper, I mean, there's no excuse for it. A fracture? It was almost a compound fracture. That's what they told me. 2 X-rays know what I said to him when I got home? I said, "You're a bastard! Look what you did to my head!" And he just stands there, the way he does. "I'm sorry. I'm really sorry." And I said to him, "You're a bastard! That's what you are! An uncontrollable, bad-tempered, violent bastard!" You know what he said? "You call me a bastard one more time, and I'll smash your stupid face in." I mean, you can't have a rational, civilized conversation with a man like that. He's a bastard. My friend Jenny, she says, "You're a loony. Leave him, for God's sake. You're a loony." Who wants that? Tell me one person who wants that. He's got all my things. All my personal things. He's even got my bloody post office book. I'll finish up back there. You wait and see. Sometimes I just want to dig a deep hole and jump in. Only I know that bastard will be waiting at the bottom, waiting to thump the living daylights out of me. Sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass you.
No, it's fine.
I just wanted
No.
to...
Nobody here, is there?
Nobody where?
Nobody sitting here.
Oh, no.
Sorry. Do you mind if I do? Girl over there's got boyfriend trouble. Comes in, pours it all out onto me. As if I'm interested. I mean, we've all been through it at some point or another. Don't know why she thinks I'm interested. I mean, we've all got troubles. But we don't go and sit on a bench and bore some poor innocent stranger to death with it. That, in my book, spells S for selfishness. And have you noticed? It's invariably the young. They think we haven't been through it. They can't imagine that we were young once. Don't know where they think we all came from. I mean, 5 years ago, I had an ass in the country, had a charming wife and 2 good children. I couldn't imagine an happier family. imagine an happier family. My wife, she died suddenly. My children can't stand the place a moment longer, so they emigrate to Canada. So I sell the house, and now I'm stuck in a flat, which I can barely swing a cat in. But I don't sit on a bench and bore some poor innocent stranger to death with it. That's life. I mean, I've had about 20, no, more like 25 good years. Who am I to complain if I get a few bad ones thrown in along the way? Things, well, they're gonna get worse before they get better. They're bound to. Do you know an interesting thing about trouble? I think it's a bit like woodworm. Once you've got a dose of it, it starts to spread. It starts in your family. And then before you know it, it's moved into your business. Which probably explains why I'm sitting here reading through a report that's been put so badly together, I have to read through it on my one day off, and then condense it into a completely different report. And that's before I know if I'm bloody bankrupt. I don't know if you're interested, but just look at this page here. This is a typical page. Can you make head or tail of it? Oh, I beg your pardon.
Excuse me. May I sit here for a moment? Thanks. Only the man over there has been, you know. I didn't want to make a scene, but he, you know. I mean, maybe I should call the police. But they'd never catch him. Anyway, all the police are men as well, aren't they? Between you and me. I have heard that most of the police women are as well. Men dressed up! That's what my ex-husband informed me. I mean, it's terrible. You can't sit in a park these days without some men, you know. I'm on a fixed income. I don't want all that. That comes from my husband. my ex-husband. He runs a pub in the country. But I had to leave. It got to the stage where it was either that or, you know. I love dogs, you see. And he would never. He refused point blank. But the day came and I knew I must have a dog. It became an obsession. became an obsession. So, I left. I usually have my dog here with me. Only, he's at the vet. He's only a puppy. They had to keep him in. He's being, you know, poor little thing. He'd have seen that man right off. He's a loyal little dog. He understands every word I say to him. Every word! So, I said to him this morning, Ginger boy, I said, you're coming down to the vets with me. To be, you know. And his little ears pricked up, and his tail wagged. He knows, you see. I think dogs are more intelligent than people. They're much better company. And the wonderful thing is that once you've got a little dog, you meet other people with little dogs. And what I always say is, people who have dogs, well, they're definitely the nicest sort. They're the ones I know I'd get on with. Do you have a dog by any chance? Oh.
Excuse me. Just taking refuge. Nutcase over there. Bloody woman ranting about her dog. Ought to be locked up. She thinks that every man's after her. I mean, look. Look at it. After her, she'd have to pay him. You know the sort, don't you? If you let her talk to you long enough, she'll talk herself into thinking you've assaulted her. Next thing you know, she's screaming blue murder. You'll be carried off by the fuzz, and that's your lot. 2 years if you're lucky. I mean, I came out here to get away from the wife. Don't want one like her, do I? That's why I'm in the park. Get away from the noise. That's why I'm in the park. Get away from the noise. You got kids? Don't have kids. Take my tip. Don't get married. Believe me, it looks alright. But nothing's your own. You paid for it all, but nothing's your own. Yap, yap, yap. One. Never satisfied. I mean, no word of a lie. Some mornings I look at her and think, blimey, I must have won last prize in the raffle. Dare say, she thinks the same. In fact, I know she does. Certainly keeps me at a distance. Hello, dear. Put your money on the table. And she's off out. Don't see her for dust. Sunday mornings, it's a race to see who can get out of the house first. Loser keeps the baby. Well, today, I got out of the house first. Here I am, in the quiet, but away from the noise. Do you know something interesting? Most of our lives are noise. Artificial, man-made noise. You sit here. Listen. There's a bit of traffic, but peace. Like my mother used to say, in the country, shut your eyes and you can hear God breathing. Oh, all right. I'll just talk to myself.